Hello, welcome to my channel, Slow Horizons Tarot. I'm going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Libra. By the way, thank you Libra. On the last go through with all the signs, you guys were the highest views, so that's why I'm starting the new set off with you guys. I appreciate your support. This is going to be a collective reading, so if it does not sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. Please like, share, subscribe, or leave a comment if this does resonate, and or you just enjoyed the content and want to see more. I've already done a pre-shuffle. I'm going to do the cut just to save on time. I'm going to do a slightly shorter version of the one I've been doing. Just to see if it's a little bit more palatable than my long readings. Also just kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit. Alright, so this side over here is Libra. And if you're not a Libra, you're a cross-watcher watching for Libra, this side remains the same. The other side is the person most on your mind. That can be someone you're currently with. It can be someone that you're curious or interested in. Or it can be somebody that you're separated from and are seeking clarity or insight into. Okay? So your side versus their side. Oh, in the middle will be kind of like the future advice and the energy between the two of you. Oh wow. King and Queen of Swords, or Wands. Right across from each other. Interesting. Alright, and then we have mutual energy, advice, and probable outcome. Alright. And then we're going to do the clarifiers the same way real quick. Cut them. Bring these down a little bit. Alright. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to move these out of the way until we get to them, just so I have room, because I do more clarifiers. Let me check this and make sure it's all in focus. Oh yeah, we definitely need to move this some and zoom out. Okay. Alright, so let's get you started. We're going to start off with your current energy situation. What's going on for you at this time? Okay, we do have your energy here, kind of with the Two of Pentacles. Any of the twos kind of remind me of Libra, but mainly here, Taurus and Libra. Don't pay attention to the gender or the sign of the card as much as you do the energy. But I will say the signs, just in case it's relevant for you. Get my water. Okay, so starting off with the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. One more with the Empress and the Two of Pentacles, please, for Libra's current energy, which you also have the Empress as your overall energy. So this is a big theme here. Tell me one more with the Empress and the Two of Pentacles for Libra's current energy situation. One more with the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. What's going on? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the first one to come out was the Three of Cups. And underneath that we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So it looks like you guys are going through some kind of decision-making process that has to do... I completely forgot to do my timer. 1 second. Clock. We're down to 34. I have no idea. You're in some type of decision-making process. Now this could be that some of you are... this has to do with business, family, friendship, home, couple different things that I see going here. Some of you may have had like a split within a connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be this person, but it definitely could be a breakup in the family. There's a dynamic here that has... it could have possibly been restored, but I don't think so. I'm going to clarify just to see what's going on, but some of you, that you could be restoring a broken dynamic, a broken family, a broken wish. Let's see what this Two of Pentacles is about. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles, please. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? What does it represent for the current energy situation for Libra at this time? Tell me about that Two of Pentacles. Why is that here? What does it represent, please? Okay. Okay, yeah, so it definitely feels like some of you are evaluating something, kind of weighing the pros and cons, tackling something, an option, a choice, a decision, a path, and you're really taking your time with it. It's not something that you're rushing into with the Knight of Pentacles. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy there. It has slowed something down, or the process that you're going through is very slow. Maybe there's not a lot of movement in what you're trying to create, or this decision. It's not going quickly, it's going very slowly. But usually the Knight of Pentacles talks about someone that's, you know, reevaluating, planning, strategizing. Tell me about the Empress. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is the Empress here for Libra's current energy situation? Tell me about that Empress, please. Why is that here? What does it represent? 1, 2, 2. Two of Pentacles on the bottom again. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah, definitely you guys are making some kind of decision. It may be that you have made a decision, it's just the work that's going into finalizing something or getting something rolling. For some of you, this could be, again, a breakup. It could be a third-party situation that you're dealing with, like there's more than a few people involved, but maybe possibly a family here, or some kind of wish or dream or hope that has been suspended or upended. In some way it has been negatively impacted. It does not feel like this is a reunion, but for some of you I guess it could be. I'm going to get one more for that. It definitely feels like some of you are trying to be very careful, practical, realistic in making choices, and it could very well have to do with who you're associating with, family, friends. It could be that some of you, this breakup happened within a relationship. Tell me one more with that 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups in the reverse. What's going on there? Why is that here? What does it represent? I'm going to turn these around. Let me shuffle better. 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups in the reverse for Libra's current energy situation, please. Alright, 3 shuffles. I like it when they come out. 1. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the World, and just for the hell of it, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are thinking about stepping into a new direction, possibly letting go of something that you had already invested in previously. It could be for some of you, you're letting go of past relationships that are holding you back or are not at the same level. They're not supportive of where you would like to be going. They're in some way creating dysfunction, disturbance. They're emotionally draining. This very much looks like trying to figure out what to keep and what to let go of, because your Empress energy is what's on your mind, what you're focused on here. And the Empress is all about abundance, creativity, fertility, confidence. It could be that some of you own a business, or you're a parent, maybe a wife or a husband, but you're kind of the nurturer in this sense. Feels like you want to nurture something, but there's some element of needing to understand what you're investing. And there's something here with the 3 and the 10 that you understand isn't it isn't helpful to your growth, it isn't supportive. In some way it may be diverting your funds, your assets, your time, your energy, your resources. So you have this new direction, or at least this new approach to something. Some of you could be starting a new life, starting a new career, starting new projects, maybe going back to school, maybe you're already in school. Whatever this is not conducive to this panning out in the way that you want to reach this Empress. You're already in the Empress status. This is a clear understanding. This is just trying to iron out the details or figure out the best way forward. And this is the thing that we're trying to figure out how to handle. This 3 and 10 of Cups in the reverse. This is something that has drained or depleted this 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. Again, for some of you that can talk about family. Something has created unhealthy family or dysfunction within a family. It is no longer beneficial to us. Oops, I don't even know why I did that. So we're going to move on to their side of things. What is their energy? This person that's most on your mind. So we have the Ace and the 5 of Pentacles. Tell me one more for Libra's person, the person most on their mind. What is their current energy situation? One more with the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace and the 5 of Pentacles, please. What's going on with this person? For some of them, well, let's just see before I say. Okay. Page of Cups. Okay, yeah, for some of you, this person is dealing with an unexpected or possibly even unwanted pregnancy. Maybe it's not so much that they didn't want it, it's just they were not at all prepared for it. Let's look some more. Tell me about that Five of Pentacles. Some of them are going through a financial crisis or struggle, challenge. It doesn't have to be financially related. It could be home related. It could be, oh boy. Okay, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here. And then we have Aries, Leo, Sag. Strong Sag does not have to be. Oh. Okay, so first and foremost, this very well could be somebody that finds out that they got someone pregnant. I don't know if that's you, them, who the male versus the female is in this situation, or the mother, father, whatever. It doesn't matter. But this could be their behavior led to an unexpected pregnancy. For some of you, this person could be dealing with a situation that left them in kind of a financial bind. Maybe from their own actions, maybe from someone else's. Somebody's impulsive or hasty decision or action, whether it was their own or someone else's, has kind of created this focus on lack, on feeling challenged. Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. It very much feels like an unexpected birth or pregnancy. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. I say that because the first thing I was focused on was a baby. The couple in the background, clearly this person's kind of like the third wheel, and then that's not the typical representation, but it's how it is portrayed in the card. The Ace of Pentacles can talk about conception or, you know, a new beginning, and then so can the Page of Cups talk about pregnancy, a child. There could be a child involved in some way. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles though. Why is that here? What does it represent? For Libra's person's current energy situation. What's going on? Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. 1, 2, and 3. The Magician. Okay, it's definitely something that they wanted to create here. If it's not a pregnancy, it's something that they were going after. So think of a new job, a new career, a new home, a new investment opportunity, a new opportunity. Okay, it's something that they wanted to create, but perhaps they did it and went about it in a way that they hedged their bets on it, and then it left them at a deficit. Like they took a gamble, they took a risk, or someone else did, and the way that it played out left them strapped for cash, or left them in a situation where they needed assistance. That's Gemini energy there. We're going to look at this Page of Cups. Tell me about that Page of Cups. This person could be younger than you, or just less mature, less experienced. say that because you showed up as the Empress. This person showed up as, you know, like the Knight and the Page. So even if they're, you know, the same age or older, they seem to be less established, less certain, less, like I said, less experienced. Tell me about that Page of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is that? They mishandled something, or something was mishandled, and the consequences did not pan out well for them. Tell me about that Page of Cups, please. Why is that here, and what does that represent? Okay. Three of Wands. Okay, for some of you, this person very well could have decided, or they could be in a situation where an opportunity has been provided or offered, and there's something that they're having to sacrifice, leave behind, let go of, release, in order to see where this opportunity would take them. Okay, so that's another way to interpret this. But it also feels like something, the stronger feeling here is that somebody went for an opportunity, they took a risk with it, they leaped at this chance, but they did it maybe during a time when they didn't have the resources to do so. And now they're just having to wait to see how the chips are going to fall, but they're not being logical about it. They could have left behind a family, they could have left a relationship, or they could have been the one that was left in the lurch. I'm not too sure which that is. I think it's more so, I think they're feeling that Five of Pentacles. And I think it was based on a hasty decision that was made, either from them or from someone else. And they're left a little dumbstruck is what I'm feeling, especially with that Page of Cups. They're a little bit taken back by either the outcome that they created or the outcome that someone else's decision made, their action. Okay, so the main energy here is that Five of Pentacles though. So someone is definitely feeling the crunch. It could be financially, it could be a home situation, it could be a family situation for them as well. They could have been evicted, they could have lost their job, they could need assistance in some way. This is maybe they're having to ask for financial help. It feels a little bit like they're not taking control of the situation as they could be, though. They're kind of leaving it up to whatever happens. It's not that bad things don't just happen, but this person is, with that Page of Cups showing up here, it's almost like an approach that, well, if I want it hard enough, it'll work itself out. Alright, let's move on. Your energy towards them. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Libra, strong Libra. We also have Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Leo. So tell me one more. Tell me one more with the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. One more with the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands for Libra's energy towards this person that's most on their mind. What's their energy towards them? Tell me more. One more with the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, please. Swords, King of Wands. Alright, 3 shuffles. Okay, never mind. There it is. 1. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more. 2. Alright, so the one that came out was the 5 of Wands, and then our third draw is the Judgment. Okay. So you can reverse this if it applies for you, but the main thing I'm getting here is that you kind of want this person to take action. You want this person, your energy is kind of expectant for this person to initiate something, to take control of something, maybe to make up their mind, stop beating around the bush, stop like giving you mixed signals or confusing you or coming off very conflicted. You want a clear answer. Like you're open to hearing from this person, I think, with the Queen of Swords, but only if they come forward with the truth. That's what the Queen of Swords expects. She wants nothing but the absolute like sincerity, authenticity, honesty, and she can smell bullshit from a mile away. The King of Wands can very much be a bullshitter. With the 5 of Wands, I think their actions or their maybe inaction is leaving you feeling kind of conflicted, but also a little angry. Like you want to confront this person, you just want them to make up their mind, to do something, to show you something. Some of you could be wanting to take action towards them and kind of just get something handled, get something cleared up, provide some clarity or some insight or some kind of truth. But the main thing I'm getting is like you're looking at this King of Wands expectantly, waiting for him to do what he's supposed to do, which if you're talking about the King of Wands is usually someone that, you know, goes after what they want. And it's almost like this energy of like, okay, well, you say you want me, you say you want this, you know, thing to play out, you desire, but you're not showing me. Like wanting someone to put their money where their mouth is, to shit or get off the pot. You just want an end to the headache, to the conflict. I don't think it's heavy conflict, it's just stuff that shouldn't matter that is creating some kind of disruption. Alright, and Judgment here is Scorpio energy, but I feel like this is the thing that would clear things up. And either what you're expecting them or wanting them to do, or what you want to do towards this person. There's a lot of passion here. Definitely with two wands, 2 cards of wands showing up. But there's also a need for certainty. You need guarantees, you need receipts, you need sincerity. Alright, so we're going to look at this King of Wands. See what that's about. Tell me about the King of Wands. Why is that here? What does it represent? For Libra's energy towards this person. Some of you do feel very passionately, very strongly. King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, you want to take action and express something, but I feel the stronger message here is that this is what you want from this person. You want them to stop holding back. You want them to express and just tell you or show you, more so show you. Prove through action, not through just, you know, words. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Why is that here? Okay. Why is that here? What does it represent? Tell me about that Queen of Swords, please. Tell me one more. Okay. Yeah. You want something to be you want some type of closure here. You want to know, so you know how to approach, so you know how to handle the situation. You want the situation handled. But I feel like you're expecting this person to do something to give you some kind of clear indication. Because the Nine of Wands here in the reverse is either you getting to the point where you're giving up, or desiring some type of communication that would allow you to let down your walls, to let down your guard. Because with the Queen of Swords, she has a bit of a chip on her shoulder. She's a bit jaded because she's the Queen of Tarot that has been hurt before. She's been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. And she knows the rules of the playbook. And that's why she demands or expects, honesty, integrity. I think that you are still open to this person, but there's some anger here. There's some frustration. And there's a sense of like, I'm running out of patience because I want something to be finalized. I want something to I at least want closure. If I'm not going to get any action, if I'm not going to get what I want out of you or what I want from you or with you or whatever, I want to at least know that it's time to shut the book. Like, have the respect for me so that I know what I need to do. But it also kind of feels like you're not going to beg. No, it doesn't feel that way. It's very much a strong energy because you have the Empress showing up and the Queen of Swords. Neither of these two beg. So you're kind of just almost sitting in this energy of like, approach me or be honest and, upfront so that I can do this, I can provide my own clarity, I can provide my own closure and move on. So let's look at their energy towards you. So we have the Hermit and the Queen of Wands. So we have same kind of energy here. And it does very much feel like they're kind of sitting on their hands, which makes sense for what you're expecting from this person to take some kind of action. We have Virgo and Aries, Leo, Sag. Both of you have a lot of passion towards each other. But there's some coldness from the both of you too. Both the Queen of Swords and the Hermit have a cold energy there. There could be a lack of communication from this person. You're waiting for communication with the Queen of Swords. But you haven't closed off entirely because you do have the King of Wands and that Five of Wands. Tell me one more with the Hermit and the Queen of Wands for this person's energy towards Libra, please. Tell me one more with the Hermit and the Queen of Wands for this person's energy towards Libra. One more. Alright, one. No. Two. Alright, thank you. And three. So the one that flipped out with a lot of energy behind it was the Eight of Swords. And then that one, yeah, they're not doing anything. They're stuck in their head. They don't see a way out. They don't see a way to get unstuck. there's a desire here to take some kind of action. There's passion, there's desire, there's attraction. But in between there are two energies. This is kind of like withdrawing, withholding, or it's more like isolating, going within, and possibly not communicating. This person could have ghosted you. And it's because they're stuck in their head about what to do. They don't know what to do. They know what they want to do, I believe, with that Queen of Wands, but that they're not doing it. Alright, so let's look at that. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. Why is she here? What does she represent? What is this energy towards Libra with the Queen of Wands? Why is that here? And even her wand looks like it's ice. They may be giving you the cold shoulder, icing you out. Tell me about that Queen of Wands. Okay, thank you. Yeah, they're open to the idea of cooperation, collaboration, teamwork, maybe even a partnership. Let's look at the Hermit. They do want some kind of foundation, or there may already have been a foundation set up. They do want that with you. But with the other cards surrounding that energy, it's like they're not displaying that to you. Tell me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? What does it represent for this person's energy towards Libra? Okay. Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, they're not doing anything at this time. Their energy is somewhat remaining distant. They think that they're telling you, or they're telling themselves, that they need time to think about things. But it does feel like more of a procrastination because we have that Eight of Swords. Like they're overthinking at this point. They're overcomplicating things. They're creating their own red tape. They are creating their own mental prison. Eight of Swords is very much a self-imposed prison that we get entrapped in because we have self-doubt, we overanalyze things, we overcomplicate things. They are open to a partnership with you though, with this being your main pole. They want to take action towards you. They do think about you with that Hermit, especially since it's facing towards you. Like there's a desire to reach out, but they also don't because they're invested in figuring out what they want to invest in. And unfortunately, we go from the 7 to the 3 here, which creates the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest knight in tarot. So, to some degree, they think that they would have to lose something, or they would backtrack in some way if they did create some type of partnership with you. Maybe some of them are convinced that keeping it at a friend level is safer, is more practical, but that's not what their desire is. Not what their true desire is, anyway. They're not completely unreceptive or detached or closed off from the idea of you, but if they're not being totally silent, if they haven't ghosted you, if they haven't withdrawn, they're not showing you this, which makes, like I said, makes sense for why you're here with the Queen of Swans. I mixed swords and wands. One second. you're like beckoning towards this Nine of Wands, which is also your energy towards them, but like I said, I think there's some anger and frustration, definitely. There's some tension. I think one of them's up. Alright, moving on. Your challenges, obstacles, when it comes to them. We have the Star and the Seven of Wands, so we have Aquarius energy here. Tell me one more with the Star and the Seven of Wands. Tell me one more with the Star and the Seven of Wands. For Libra's challenges, obstacles, blockages when it comes to this person, this connection, or what's in some way impacting this situation, affecting it. One more with the Star and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Six of Swords. I get two stories here, and I'm going to clarify, but before I do and complicate things, it could be both, or it could be one or the other. The Seven of Wands is like a protective energy, self-protection, feeling like you have to defend your place, your ground, justify yourself, defending your position. Well, with the Star here, this is about, it is about hope, faith. It is also the wish fulfillment of tarot. It's the thing that we hold on to, we dream about. And then we have a Six of Swords. So the Seven of Wands and the Star is like either you have something in mind that you want, that you desire very, 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 very strongly, that may seem kind of impractical to other people, but it's not something you're ever going to give up on. You're not going to relinquish this. You're not going to sacrifice it, even if that means losing this person. So it may be like a disagreement in the path that you want to take, and this person has given you an ultimatum, like either choose me or choose this, and you are standing here saying, no, that's not something you can ask of me. Or you are feeling like they are a wish fulfillment for you, like you have a spiritual bond here with this person, or you feel very lucky to have met them in some way, or you feel like you two would be successful as a couple, but you're faced with them always being on the defensive, always feeling like they're under attack, or they have to manage you, or defend themselves from you, or protect themselves from you. And that Six of Swords kind of feels like they either keep you at a distance, physically, mentally, emotionally, or if it's you defending this thing that you want, you're willing, like I said, you're willing to let this go with this person if that's what, if that's what it comes down to. It's not like you're going to waste away and sacrifice your dreams just to make this person happy. But you will lose this person even though there's the Star. It more so feels like this is what you're up against, though. For some of you, it could be the other way around. Like, they've given you some kind of ultimatum, or you feel like there's an ask here that's too big. There could be distance here, physical distance. Travel, like a long distance relationship, that may be an issue. Let's look. Tell me about that Six of Swords. It really does feel though like this is what you're up against. Like this person is showing a lot of resistance and you're getting to the point where it's too much and you just, or maybe you feel like they would feel better to lose you than let their guard down. Tell me about the Six of Swords, please. I know that one flew out, but I want to see. One. Okay. So the first one, yeah. Eight of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords. So some of you, a career choice could be in the way of this. Possibly conflict about what you do for work or how much money you make or how much money they make. Maybe one of their positions is that they need to make enough money to move towards you or to travel to see you, or vice versa. You have to do that to see them. But there is conflict surrounding this. And it is the thing that the Six of Swords tries to leave behind. Okay, so this is the drama, the craziness, the fights, the arguments, the disagreements. And the Six of Swords is the card that leaves that behind to seek peace, harmony. It's like this energy of like, I'll go where my efforts aren't going to be wasted, taken for granted, squandered. But there could be like a situation where moving, travel, or job works / career is in the way. Oh, yeah, tell me about that Seven of Wands. Tell me about that Seven of Wands. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is that here? What does it represent? For the blocks, challenges, obstacles. Okay, so the Star is a very, very powerful card. Nine of Wands and Justice. That's Libra energy here. Yeah, the situation is at a juncture where it's almost robbing you of your peace. And you either feel like it's not safe enough, or you cannot prove yourself enough for this person to feel safe enough with you. There's two cards here now of guarding, protecting, defending, having a wall, having boundaries, feeling skeptical, feeling attacked. Somebody here feels this way, and it very well could be you, because your card did show up, show here with Justice. But this could just represent the fact that there's a lack of vulnerability. There's a lack of feeling safe. Things are out of balance. The scales are tipped. Things are not fair. Things are not right. And it's becoming harder and harder. There's more work in creating this balance than there is in actually seeing. Okay, Knight of Cups. So as strongly as you do feel for this person, it's not adding up. The math is not mathing here. Someone feels like they have to constantly be on guard. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with that Knight of Cups showing up. Somebody could be also like not getting down off their high position to even, yeah. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, again with the Queen of Cups. You have very strong feelings for this person, or you know that they do towards you, but they're so damn guarded. They have so many obstacles and safeguards and triggers and such, that it almost feels like it's robbing you of your peace, and it's taking more work than it's worth, because we're still up in the same argument, the same fight. But again, some of you may have been asked to give up on something, to sacrifice a dream, wish, hope, desire, and you're very, very against that, which rightfully so. I mean, obviously there are exceptions to every rule, but if they're not showing you any signs of, you know, what you need to make you feel safe, alright, so moving on to their challenges, obstacles, and blocks towards you. Alright, we have Pisces, Aries, but mainly Aquarius there with the Fool. We also have the Four of Wands. The Devil fell out. But tell me one more with the Four of Wands and the Fool for this person's biggest challenges, obstacles, blocks when it comes to Libra, please. What are the biggest challenges, obstacles for this person when it comes to Libra? One more with the Four of Wands and the Fool. One more with the Four of Wands and the Fool. Maybe 3 shuffle, that's 1. 2. And 3. Okay. Tell me about the Fool. Poor judgment. A total lack of judgment. It could revolve around a house, home, security, safety, stability. Again, that did tie up here when I said someone may have made a hasty decision that backfired, whether it was their decision or somebody that, you know, they're attached to. Maybe they had a roommate or a family member, or I mean, if you guys are in a connection already, they could have, you know, severely limited or impacted the home situation, a family situation, the marriage itself, or the commitment. Some of them may be telling themselves it would be a foolish decision to create this other thing over there. Especially if they're dealing with this Five of Pentacles at this time, they may not feel stable enough. And also with the World here, that is, when we have Scorpio, and then the World is all the fixed signs. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, but the World is also Capricorn. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Why is that here? What does it represent? It could be that the living situation is complicated for one or both of you. Stability is, you know, it doesn't always mean a home. We can talk about, you know, steady paycheck, a steady job, a reliable, consistent car, something that would provide some semblance of security. Tell me about that Four of Wands. Why is that here? What does it represent for the blocks, challenges, obstacles for this person regarding Libra? Tell me about that Four of Wands. 1, Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Not enough effort. That's what I'm getting from this person. They're not putting in enough effort. They're either convincing themselves that it would be a foolish decision, a reckless decision to start something with you, for whatever reason, whether that's, they're not in a good position anyway, or if that's just what they're telling themselves, that's what they're telling you, or they just act irrationally, they act recklessly. They leap without looking, they take risks, unnecessary risks, or they consider you a risk, or maybe a commitment with you is a risk. Tell me about the world. The world's a change. Let's see what came out. Six of Wands. There's something that they need to conquer here. At least that's what they're saying. There's something that they need to close out, tie up loose ends. Maybe they're telling themselves that they can't make any moves or take any actions towards you because there's something else that needs their attention more, that needs their... It needs to be tended to, it needs to be resolved. They need to win victory over whatever situation this is, and I think it's tied to that Five of Pentacles, where, we're struggling, we're feeling challenged. Something needs to be closed out here with the world. Tell me about the world. 1, 2. It also feels kind of like cyclical, though, for them. Maybe they're in and out of your life, or maybe the situation has never really resolved. It's something that they keep having to deal with because they don't really ever resolve it. They just allow it to play out, and then it shows up maybe in a different form. So the one that came out was the Four of Swords. That does feel like procrastination. And then the Eight of Swords, same exact card. They keep putting themselves in the same, that's what it feels like. The world is, I think, is a cyclical energy. There's something they're not closing out. There's a repetitive, redundant issue. And I feel like they have a part to play in their own loop. Because they either procrastinate it or they act foolishly and they don't learn from that, and they continue, it continues to be an issue over and over again. On your end, I'm getting this person that is a little bit more like emotionally mature, intelligent, not like more intelligent, just emotionally intelligent. Somebody that knows what they want. Whereas this person over here just wings it. Kind of shoots and hopes for the best. They don't take the time to aim. They just crash in. I feel like maybe they crashed into your life as well. Alright, leave all this. I'm going to take the clarifiers so I have plenty. Honestly, not feeling like you guys are on the same level, but you have a lot of desire, interest. You don't want to be taken for granted or played for a fool. And you're hoping this person will man up or woman up or whatever up. So let's look at, maybe up here. First of all, the energy between you two, the mutual energy. So what this is like, where you are individually, where they are individually, but this is between the two of you. What is going on? What's the energy there? What's the situation there? We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Tell me one more with the Page of Cups and the Son of Swords for the current energy, current mutual situation and energy between Libra and this person most on their mind. Tell me one more with that Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords, please. One more. The World again. And what was that? Ace of Swords. Well, that's not really how it came out. Okay, I think it's you here. Because you had the Ace of Swords show up here underneath the Empress before. I think you're wising up to this person. You're starting to recognize patterns. You're starting to have clarity. Not that they're giving it to you, but their actions and their repetitive behaviors are starting to make sense. I think that's why you're the Queen of Swords and you're wanting them to be authentic. Because you have this feeling and this awareness, this clarity, this realization, but you want them to prove you wrong. They're hoping, or excuse me, you're hoping that you're wrong. So that Seven of Swords with the Page of Cups is either somebody keeping their thoughts and feelings private, or someone is taking someone for advantage, or taking advantage of someone here. They're playing with somebody's ability to trust. I'm going to clarify. But with the World showing up 3 times, this is either not your first rodeo with this person, or you are not their first rodeo. This is not the first time they've done this in a connection. Whether that's, you know, if you've been with this person or not, that's not relevant. That is the 3rd time the World has shown up. So this is very much a cycle. Possibly it could be your cycle too. Maybe not with this person specifically, but maybe you attach yourself to people that always kind of leave you second guessing yourself, or questioning, or not feeling valued. Alright, tell me about that Seven of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent? Tell me about that Seven of Swords. Why is it here? What does it represent for the current energy situation between Libra and this person? Okay. 3 of Pentacles coming. Oh dear. Yeah, someone is taking someone for granted. Somebody's breadcrumbing, could be future faking. Someone's saying what they need to say or do in the moment to get what they want, to provide a sense of relief, or to get you complacent to where you do trust them, and then they flip a switch. You're starting to pick up on this, but I don't think you're fully listening yet, because you're still willing to listen to them. But I think it's this hope that you did have the Star here. Like you're hoping that this person will come around. Taking someone for granted. It could be outright lies or deception. It could be you and a third party. I don't think so. It doesn't feel that, unless something else comes out to back that up. The Hermit. Yeah, it feels like this person ghosted you or ghosts you. This is not the first time, maybe. Somebody could be robbing you of sleep, or this situation could be robbing you of sleep. Hell, it could be robbing them of sleep as well. Because they did have a desire for some kind of cooperative effort, or at least, you know, something that we can build on. But it's almost like Tell me about that Page of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? Tell me about that Page of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent for the current energy situation between Libra and this person? One. Two. Four of Swords and the Two of Cups. Like there's this very hopeful energy here. Like okay, this is very figurative or hypothetical. It's a poetic way to put it, so try not to laugh. When you close your eyes, you can see a future with this person. Or you can see where this could go right. But while you have your eyes closed, this person is robbing you of something. Maybe peace of mind. Maybe this clarity over here. And it really does feel like they gave you, or they're giving you just enough to keep you where you're at, keep you stuck on them, while they continue to not fully commit or not fully invest. It does feel like there is a separation, maybe just a lack of communication. You know, you're not talking as much as you would like, or by choice or by circumstance. It feels just like this person allows your thoughts to roam. They allow them to go really high, but they also allow them to go really low, and they don't do anything in the meanwhile to alleviate, to support the good or to negate the bad. Like, they don't try to they treat you very much like they treat their own lives. Like they act on a whim, and they treat you like you're just a whim. They might not be intentional, and it might not be maliciously done, but it's a thing that's created this break in either communication, or like you're getting to the point where you're starting to pick on this, you're starting to pick up on it, good grief. And it is creating distance or emotional coldness, maybe even resentment, or they're being outright cold towards you. Maybe they come in and like appease you, but again, I think they dip out, or they just disappear for a while. And again, it pulls back to that your energy towards them is like, just be real with me. Alright, so let's look at your advice. Do not over embellish the reality. Do not fantasize here and try to ignore the very strong signs, synchronicities. Tell me one more with the moon. That's very strong Cancer, but could be Pisces, Scorpio. Tell me one more with the moon and the Queen of Cups. There's something that you're trying not to look at, not to acknowledge here. There's something you don't know. Tell me one more with the moon and the Queen of Cups for the advice. What are your messages of truth, clarity, wisdom, guidance, and advice for Libra in this situation for their best interest, greatest good, highest potential, please? One more with the moon and the Queen of Cups. What is your advice for Libra? Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, Oh my god, yep, that's exactly what it is. Pisces energy there. You're being asked to not ignore your intuition, to listen closely to your intuition, because there's something that you don't know with the moon, something that you're hiding from yourself, or that's being hidden from you, or things are not as they appear. I'm going to clarify that moon, but I think it's just the Queen of Cups can still be somewhat wistful, somewhat dreamy. They can get a little bit caught up in their dreams and desires and wants and wishes and hopes, because they're very kind-hearted, they're very compassionate, they're very empathetic, so they can get a little bit lost in that. Or how your intuition is trying to tell you something. You're being asked to listen to your intuition. What is your gut telling you? Alright, so let's look at first the Queen of Cups. Chariot. Very strong Cancer energy there now. Cancer and Pisces. You know, keep a level head. Balance yourself out, and you can still attune to the loving nature of yourself, but you also need to pay just as much attention to the more logical side or expression. I think you're being led with your heart, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you're negating the moon. You're pretending like it's not there. It's time to balance up. Pay attention to whatever that means. Like if there's an imbalance, that's something that you need to acknowledge. Tell me about the High Priestess. You know, sometimes you don't need a person to tell you things. Their actions tell you everything that you need to know about their intentions, about their motivations. Tell me about the High Priestess. Why is that here? What does it represent? Tell me. Okay, number 3, this one. 2. You may feel very intuitive at this time. There's a reason. Pay attention to your dreams. Yep. There's a truth that you need to acknowledge and pay attention to here. Give me 1 second. Maybe. Okay, sorry about that. When the little ones woke up. Okay, so yeah, there's an insight or clarity that you already have hindsight about, or you have intuitive nudges or a gut feeling about, and that's what you need to pay attention to or start listening to. That's also the 3rd time that card has come out, which it came out here, it came out again for the world that had shown up 3 times. You probably already have kind of an inkling or a good clue about this person, and you're meant to listen to that. Follow your inner High Priestess, your inner knowing, your gut feelings. Tell me about the moon. Why is that here? Okay. The Lovers, Gemini energy, the 9 of Swords in the reverse. If you allow this person, they will allow you to spiral out of control. And sometimes then any of the cards in the reverse can sometimes mean the opposite of their meanings, but sometimes they can talk about the extreme of the upright meaning. So this could be interpreted as looking at things and finally accepting them for how they really are instead of how you really want them to be. But it can also talk about with the moon and the Nine of Swords together. This can talk about depression, anxiety, and I'm talking about the kind that leads you down a dark path or a dark hole. Like that saying, when you stare into the abyss stares back. And I feel like where this person is at right now is not conducive to your health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That's not to say that that's, forever. But if this person is having you question, and they're not being upfront, they're not, facing this thing head on and giving you what you need to know how to address the situation, then that's probably answer enough. In fact, it is answer enough. Always believe what a person tells you, and when they don't tell you, believe that they don't have the courage or the capacity to be honest about what's really going on. It doesn't really matter about the clarity. We sometimes have to provide our own clarity. And in this case, your intuition is trying to guide you in that direction, but you're coming from the place of the moon, which with the Queen of Cups is kind of like, but I really believe, or I want to believe better, they're better, or I want to believe they mean well. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. In this case, it's asking you not to do that because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to move forward in life and, progress. And you don't deserve to stay stuck. And you definitely don't deserve to spiral. And it's kind of like taking the reins back into your hands here and not allowing this person to direct your chariot. I mean, obviously there is a strong connection here, at least from your perspective. But what we really want sometimes isn't what's best for us. In this case, at least at this time, I don't think this person is good for you solely on the fact that your energy says, I want such and such, or fill in the blank here, but I want this from you. I want you to take this action. I want you to clarify. I want you to show me. And they're stuck in their head, like, you can't sit around and wait. Alright, most probable outcome. Most probable outcome with the Wheel of Fortune. Nope. And the Three of Swords. One more with the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Swords for the probable outcome. I say probable because tarot cannot be definitive. You have free will. They have free will. Those around you have free will. And this is a collective reading, meaning even if everything else resonated for you, it does not necessarily mean the outcome will. Because this is for a collective. It's impossible. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Swords, for the probable outcome here. Let's say for the person that everything has resonated to a T, this is probably your outcome, but again, it's still probable. Eight of Cups, yep. The cycle continues, but you end up heartbroken. You either choose to walk away because the situation is not fulfilling, you don't see it go anywhere, you don't see it going anywhere, or they choose to leave you in the lurch here. I think this person, you know, I don't pick up that they're like really bad. I didn't do a deep enough dive. It's just they're a little bit distracted, or they're a little bit aloof, kind of clueless, and maybe a little bit naive, childish, immature. Tell me about the Three of Swords. That's heartbreak, pain, sorrow, disappointment. Tell me about that Three of Swords, okay? Either you make up the ultimate decision, or they do for you. Try and get it from their end. I mean, you did have the Queen of Swords, but this is a different, slightly different energy. I feel like they keep you around until they finally make the decision to break the news to you that, no, I'm not quite ready. I'm still seeking. I still have more to explore. Tell me about that Eight of Cups. This could be you, but it's still very upsetting, disappointing, it's not fun. Oh boy. The Eight of Cups with the Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups. Now some of you could have another connection coming in, or, and I hope this isn't the case, because then they are an asshole. This is somebody choosing someone else, or choosing a different connection, choosing to nurture something else, or someone else. I don't like it. It kind of feels like you're kept as an option until they find someone better. And then they do. At least from their approximation, from their perspective. But I feel like this person, with the energy I was getting from their side, is they're all about just they're very inconsistent. And they're very easily distracted. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that maybe this isn't the first time it's happened, because the wheel, sort of like the world, can't talk about cycles. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Why is that here? What does it represent? Leo energy there. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong Aquarius does not have to be. For some of you, it could be that you do get tired of the disappointment and you go for something else. You did have this Three of Cups up here, but it was with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you, you finally come to the understanding, and it becomes clear to you. It's illuminated, the truth is illuminated, and you realize that they're only ever going to disappoint you or break your heart, and you go for something else. Otherwise, it's the other way around. But regardless, this is the outcome, whether it's you finding a better option, or they do. So, not a great outcome here for you, at least in regards to this person. Again, it could be temporary, but I feel like this person is not a good fit for you. Whoever this is most on your mind, or whoever this resonates for. For those of you that already know this, and you're well aware. This is basically saying there are better options ahead of you. But those of you that are already in this situation and you're not clear and you need clarification or clarity on it, this is your answer. Alright? Overall theme, we have the Empress, same card that showed up in your position, Taurus, Libra. So give me the overall energy theme or takeaway from this reading regarding Libra and the person most on their mind, the connection. What's the overall energy theme of this reading, spread, connection between Libra and this person? Tell me more. And they're rubbing light. That is way too many. Okay, thank you. Judgment. It's ultimately a decision, and I think it needs to be your decision, because otherwise this person is going to leave you waiting, hoping. Tell me one more with the Empress. Yeah, the Magician. You need to take this into control, into your control. You can't manage this. You can't materialize something. The only thing that you're going to get from this is a headache. Is mindfuckery. This person's going to lead you around and around and around and around. You're going to feel like a dog chasing its own tail. And they may even be manipulating. Tell me about the Empress. It's basically like you're worth more than this, and you're supposed to wake up to that fact with Judgment here. Don't let them lead you into thinking you're not just because their head is shoved all the way up. You're supposed to move your beautiful energy somewhere else. Somewhere where it's not wasted, taken for granted. Tell me about Judgment. Tell me one more. Judgment, please, for the overall energy. That's Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Sag. We have Gemini and we have Scorpio. Tell me about Judgment. Why is that here? What does it represent? The overall energy theme. Yeah. You know. Deep down you know. You're just not wanting to face the music, literally. And this person doesn't want you to. Not until they're ready. I really feel like this is for a Libra that's either being played, they're being kept on a loop, until this person finds something that better suits them. You're just an option to this person. They may not be cognizant of this, and they might not be a player, but they're behaving in a way that if they were to look at it detached from their ego, detached from their perception of themselves and the situation, they would see it very differently, as I see it right here. I see this as someone that's playing a game, and you're not playing. You're the game piece. You're the pawn. All right, Libra. I'm sorry that this is your reading. It's never fun to get these kinds of readings, but hopefully it helps somebody out there. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments section. Like, share, subscribe if you feel like you want to. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you next time. And also, yeah, it's a lunar eclipse tonight, so maybe you catch that. Hopefully you do. It's the last one for 3 years. Alright, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.